Daf Yomi, Tractate Bava, page 98a, top of the page, V'imach mas tar yazil. And if the produce decreased in price due to the market value, the debt is not reduced for him. The Gemara challenges that the value of the coin has been enhanced for the purpose of melting it down into a bar of metal. Since this coin now contains a larger quantity of metal, if it were to be melted, it would be worth more than an earlier coin of the same type. So it should be considered interest. Rather, in this case, one must act in accordance with how Rav Papa and Rav Huna, the son of Rav Yehoshua, acted when they performed an action with the dinars of Agardamis, the Arab merchant. They considered up to 10 old coins to be the equivalent of 8 new coins. Since 10 old coins were equivalent in value to 8 new coins, they paid 8 new coins in exchange for 10 old ones. Rabbah says one who throws another's coin into the great sea is exempt from liability. What is the reason for this? He can say the coin is resting before you. If you wish, take it. The Gemara comments, and this statement applies only if the coin is in translucent water, where the owner of the coin can see the coin. But in turbid water, where he cannot see the coin, it does not apply. And the one that threw it will be liable to compensate the owner. And this statement applies only when he rolled the coin into the sea without picking it up. But if he took the coin with his hands and threw it into the sea, he has robbed the owner of it, and the robber is required to perform the mitzvah of returning the coin to its owner. Rava raises an objection to the statement of Rava from my Braita to Sefta Meiser Sheni 1:6. Today is Thursday, 1:6. 1:16 is Thursday. One cannot desacralize sacred tithe by transferring its sanctity. Beshalach is the 16th parsha. Today is Thursday. One cannot desacralize second tithe by transferring its sanctity onto money that is not his possession. How so? If he had money in a fortress, Castera, or in a king's mountain, Haramelech, or if his purse fell into the great sea, one may not desacralize second tithe by transferring its sanctity onto that money. This indicates that money that fell into the great sea is considered lost, Rabbah said. This is not difficult. It is different with regard to second tithe, since it is necessary that the money be found in the hand of the one who wishes to desacralize the tithe, as the Merciful One states in the Torah, or Torah. Then you shall turn it into money and bind up the money in your hand. B'tzarta hakesef biyadecha. It's a good gematria. Should get that one. Okay. Shall go out to the place that the Lord your God shall choose. Deuteronomy 14:25. And if it is in the great sea, it is not in his hand, but nevertheless it is not considered lost. And Rabbah also says, one who effaces the image of another's coin is exempt from paying damages, even though he caused the coin to lose value. What is the reason for this? As he did not do it. I'm guessing we don't paskin like this. Pretty sure. I can't imagine that we do. What is the reason for this? As he did not do anything, the coin remains the same as the size as before. The Gemara comments, and this statement applies only in a case where he struck it with a hammer. Kurnesa. And flattened it. But if he filed it with a file, a shofina, he must pay the amount of the reduction of value since he caused it to diminish in size. I thought it's about value. What's about size? Rabbah raises an objection to the statement of Rabbah from a Brisa to Sefta 9:26. If a master struck his slave on his eye and blinded it, or in his ear and deafened it, the slave is emancipated by means of these injuries. If he struck the slave near his eye, and as a result he does not see, or near his ear, and he does not hear, the slave is not emancipated by means of these injuries. The first clause indicates that one is liable for damage caused even if it is not visible damage. The Gemara responds, Rabba conforms to this standard line of reasoning. As Rabba says, one who deafens his father is put to death even though no bruise is visible, because it is impossible for deafening to occur without a bruise, as it is certain that a drop of blood fell into his ear from the blow, even if it is not visible from the outside. Striking someone in the ear in a manner that causes deafness results in a significant physical change, while striking a coin with a hammer does not detract from the actual size of the coin. And Rabbah also says, one who slits the ear of another's cow is exempt from paying damages, even though the cow is no longer fit to be sacrificed as an offering due to the injury. What is the reason for this? Wow. Get behind me, man. This is crazy. Stop it. What is the reason for this? A cow was available as many uses until now. So it is available for those uses now, since the one who slit its ear did not do anything to damage the cow in a substantial way, and concerning the fact that it is rendered disqualified from being sacrificed as an offering, not all oxen stand near the altar. In other words, most animals are not sacrificed as offerings anyway, so it is not considered a loss. Rava raises an objection from a Braita. One who performs a task with the water of purification, the water that is mixed with the ashes of the red heifer and sprinkled upon one who has become impure as part of the purification ritual, or with the red heifer of purification, whose ashes are mixed with spring water and sprinkled on those who have contracted impurity imparted by a corpse on the 3rd and 7th days of their impurity, is exempt according to human laws, since he has not caused any discernible damage, but is liable according to the laws of heaven. It may be inferred from here that one is exempt from liability according to human laws only if he performed a task with those items, since the damage that he caused is not evident. But in the case of one who slits the ear, where the damage is evident, he is indeed liable according to human laws. The sages say in response, the same is true, that even one who slits the ear is exempt according to human laws. And the Braita that specified cases where the damage is not evident teaches us this, that even one who performs a task with the water of purification or the red heifer, where the damage is not evident, is liable according to the laws of heaven. And Rabbah also says, one who burns another's promissory note is exempt, as the one who burned it can say to him, I have burned only your paper. And he is not held liable for the fact that the creditor will no longer be able to prove that he has provided the loan. Rami Bar Chama objects to this. What are the circumstances?